Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. We welcome you to our online learning initiative Ekalaiva. Today we are going to discuss about early Tamil society and culture, part 3. In our previous class, we discussed about Sangam age and Ain Tinai and all. Today we are going to discuss about Sangam age polity, that is political powers of Tamilagam. So if we take Sangam age, it has its roots in the Iron Age. In the Iron Age, people were organized into chiefdoms, highest authority with who was having ruling power. From such communities of Iron Age emerged Vendors, those who belong to the early historic period, and Vailis of the Sangam Age. So if we heard the word Vendors, definitely we will remember about MUVENDHAR. So we are going to discuss about the MUVENDHARs, those who ruled during the Sangam age, and also we are going to discuss about Vailis. So if we heard the word MUVENDHAR, definitely we will remember about the Cheras, the Cholas and the Pandyas. So among the political powers of the Sangam age, the Cheras, Cholas and the Pandyas, they occupied a very important position. They were known as Movendhar. Movendhar means three kings. They controlled the major towns and ports of the Sangam period. First, we are going to discuss about the Cheras. The Cheras were also called Kerala Putras. If we see in Ashokan inscription, we can find this information. They were controlling the regions of present day Kerala and also western parts of Tamil Nadu. Vanzi was the capital of the Cheras. Musiri and Tondi were their port towns. Vanzi is identified with Karur at present in Tamil Nadu. If we take Paditru Pattu, it speaks about the Chera kings and their territories. These Cheras, they used to wear garlands made of flowers from palm tree. And coins of Chera kings also found in Karur. You would have heard about Silapadigaram written by Ilango Adigal. It speaks about Cheran Chenguttuvan who built a temple for Kannagi. Ilango composed Silapadigaram, no? He was brother of Cheran Chenguttuvan. The bow and arrow was the symbol of the Cheras. Now we are going to discuss about the Cholas. The Cholas, they ruled over the Kaveri Delta and northern parts of Tamil Nadu. Their capital was Urayur and their port town was Kaveri Pumpattinam. Kaveri Pumpattinam is also called as Pumbuhar. Pumbuhar is the place where the river Kaveri drains into the Bay of Bengal. So Pattinapale, it is a long poem. In that we can get lot of information about this Kaveri Pumpattinam, and it was composed by the poet Kadiyalur Urudira Kannanar. If we take Silapadigaram, we get lot of information about the trading activities at Kaveri Pumpattinam. And among the Cholas, Karikala Chola, he was a very notable Chola king, and he brought lot of forest lands under cultivation and he developed irrigation facilities. He utilized the water from the river Kaveri for agricultural purposes. He laid foundation for the extensive harnessing of water for irrigation purposes. Karikalan, he fought battle with Cheras and Pandyas In this picture also he can see the dam built by Karikala Cholan. The Chola emblem was tiger, and they were the first to issue square shaped copper coins. So we can see images of tiger in that. Usually coins will be minted in the form of circular shape, round shape, isn't it? But he was the first. Chola kingdom. Cholas only introduced coins in square shape, in which we can see images of tiger, elephant, and all. Now next we are going to discuss about the Pandyas. The Pandyas ruled the southern part of Tamil Nadu, and Madurai was the capital of Pandyas. Actually, Tamil literary tradition credits Pandyan rulers, because Pandyan rulers, they were patronizing Tamil Sangam, and they were encouraging the compilation of poems also. If we take the Mangulam Tamil Brahmi inscription, we can get lot of information about the king Nedunjeliyan, Nediyon, Mudathirumaran, Palayaga. These people were some of the important rulers of the dynasty, and the Pandyan symbol was fish. So in this map also you can see our South India was predominated by Chola, Chera and Pandya. So if we take Velids also called chieftains. The Velids were 7 chiefs. We would have heard about 7 famous Velids called Pari, Kari, Ori, Nalli, Pagan, A and Adiyaman. So Sangam poems write extensively about the generosity of these words. They were helping lots of people. In Tamil also they used to call Kadayelu Vallalgal. They had relationship with Vendas. These chieftains had alliance with one or the other Movendas and helped these Vendas in their battles against other Vendas. If they are fighting among themselves, these Velis, they used to help certain group of Vendas in the battle. Now we are going to discuss about the society, that is people in Sangam age. Many of the communities, if we see during the Iron Age, were organized as tribes and chiefdoms. So the Sangam age society was a society. During that period only, there was a total transformation of tribal community ruled by a chief, to a larger kingdom ruled by a king. So people were totally transferred from one ruling power to another ruling power. So they were called as tribal community and they were ruled by chiefs, but they were totally transformed into a larger kingdom and they were ruled by king. So social stratification had begun to take root in Tamil society. Stratification means social grouping started during the Sangam age. There were several clan-based communities called Panar, Paratavar, Einar, Ulavar, Kanavar, Vetuvar and Maravar. So if we take the formation of the society, the Vendas and their associates formed the higher social groups. There were priests who were known as Andanas, and there were artisan groups. Groups means a group of persons. They may be skilled in any one of the activity like pottery, like blacksmithing. And the caste system we find in northern India. It did not take root in Tamil country, as social groups were divided into 5 situational types and related occupational patterns. If you take agriculture, the development of agriculture and pastoral ways, it harmed the ecosystem and the naturally available forests and wild animals. The development of agriculture in the wetland region depended on the use of certain groups of people as laborers. Already we discussed about how the land was divided into five Sinais. So their occupation, their way of living, their style, everything depends upon the area where they live, depend upon the Sinai. Next one, position of women in the Sangam age. So we can find women are referred in Tamil text as mothers, heroines, foster mothers. Foster mothers means they will be taking care of the babies. And if you take women from Panar families, dancers, poets, royal women were all portrayed in Sangam literature. We can see various portraits about them. So we have references to women from all five echo zones already we discussed. For example, if you take Venni Kuyathiyar, they belong to poetess group from a village of Venni. And we have references that women protecting Tinai fields from birds and Umanar Kula women. They were the group of women those who salt, sell salt, and it shows that they were involved in primary production. So there were a lot of examples where women preferred to die along with their husbands also occur in the literature of the time. So that was called Sati system. Later it was abolished by the Britishers. Okay children, today we discussed about the society and polity in Sangam age. Tomorrow we will be discussing about economy. Thank you children.